Alright YouTube, so today's video, man, I got you with the top 5 SMGs after the update on Rebirth Island, and I can promise you that you're gonna drop high kill gameplays along with that, man, get even more wins on your account. Now, if this is the video that you are looking for, man, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and do not forget to drop a like in today's video. And also, I need you guys to go down there in the link down in the description box and follow me on Twitch, just because the classes I'll be giving you today's gameplay or in today's video, I always drop high kill gameplay with them like every single time, okay? So you're going to enjoy today's video. All right, so real quick, now before I go over the top 5 SMGs, I want to go over the perks just because they did do some changes towards it. Now, right now, guys, the best perk in my personal opinion to rock is the double time perk, just because you get even more movement speed, which is by 30%. I believe like the last time they updated, I believe it was like maybe like 20%. Now double time is literally the move, especially if you're trying to get high kill gameplays, okay? So my personal opinion, if you are trying to get good at Rebirth, I guess you could say, your perks are very important. So the main 3 perks that you guys do need for perk 1 are either double time, EOD, and quick fix, okay? With perk 2, always rock overkill, and perk 3, make sure you guys are rocking amp. I kid you guys not, if you are trying to get good at this game and you're trying to get high kill gameplays along with that get wins, make sure you guys are rocking amp and not the combat scout. With amp, man, you get to pretty much swap guns very fast, and also you pretty much just get to play it up like a little bit faster, which I did notice when I did not have amp and I had on like combat scout. I feel like that it took you like forever just to play it up. All right, so go ahead and jump straight into the video. And also let me know down in the comment section box. Right now there's like a crazy debate going on which is the top SMG for Rebirth. Do you guys think the Owen is #1 or is the MP40? Okay, so let's get started today's video. All right, so for #1, as you guys see right now, it is the Owen gun, okay? There's no question about it. The Owen gun, it is very good. The damage of it, the time to kill of this gun, it is super crazy. The only thing that is stopping the people from using this gun is just because the big mag that you see to the right, it pretty much just blocks your iron sights every time that you are aiming down at somebody, okay? So that's why people prefer using the MP40 over the Owen, just because it has like a way cleaner iron sights, okay? But here are the attachments that people are rocking right now for the Owen gun, and listen, it is super crazy, okay? So for the muzzle, you got your normal thing, the recoil booster. For the barrel, it's the shrouded barrel. Under barrel is the skeletal. For the magazine, you want to make sure that you're rocking is the 72-round drum. This is what makes this gun like literally the best, just because the fire rate is crazy, along with that has recoil control and accuracy. You can pretty much beam somebody like with deep with it, and it just slaps. All right, ammunition is the lengthen, rigor is the grip tape. Perk and perk 2 are acrobatic and quick. Stock is to remove stock. And for your optic, now personally guys, for your optic, you can rock either 2 optics, okay? Me personally, I don't mind it. You can rock 2 optics, okay? If you do not like the slate reflector, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and try out the Niter Model 47, okay? This is the first attach that you lock for the Owens, so make sure you guys go ahead and try out these 2. But I personally like the slate reflector, just more for the reason. All right, now man, for the second best loadout, man, we got right here is the MP40. Now like I said before, the reason why I'm putting the MP40 as #2 is just because it has way cleaner iron sights. I do not think that it has like a faster time to kill than Owen at all whatsoever. But as it comes down to like the iron sights or whatever, and how good this gun actually is from like just from all around close range, medium, long range, I have to recommend the MP40, especially with this new build that's been going on lately around Caldera, the Pacific, and even on Rebirth Island, okay? Which is the recoil booster and the game-changing attachment right here, which is short barrel. If I'm not mistaken, I believe people used to rock the this one right here, the first barrel, but now rocking the last barrel actually just makes this gun just even more crazy, okay? Make sure you guys are rocking the short barrel for your MP40. For the underbarrel, you got right here is the hand stop, magazines, the 45 round mags. Ammunition, now people used to rock the hollow point, I believe, but they did nerf hollow point, so that's why everybody is going back to the incendiary rounds, and it pretty much just brings back like the pre-patch MP40 build. So make sure you guys are rocking the incendiary rounds. Rear grip is the fabric grip, optic is the crossneck, ISO 2M. This is what gives you the different iron sights. Stock is the 33M folding, and for your perk guys, and perk 2, you got right here is the unmarked and quick, okay? So this right here is like by far like a very good before class setup. Has very good mobility, and sometimes you can actually beam people from deep with this exact class setup as long as you are able to control your recoil. Okay, now for the third class setup, now this is kind of crazy that I am still recommend people to use the OG MP5. And listen, I had to put on the list just because I feel like that the OG MP5 is a really consistent gun. As long as you are hitting your shots, you're gonna completely just go like crazy with it. Okay, so that's why I always put the OG MP5 in my top 5 SMG videos. Let me know down in the comment section, by the way, what do you guys think is a better gun overall? Okay, time to kill, mobility, everything, and even the recoil. What do you guys think is better, the Modern Warfare MP5 or the Cobra MP5? I had to recommend the Modern Warfare MP5 just because it has like very good mobility, especially for it to be a Modern Warfare SMG gun, just because mainly most of the Modern Warfare SMG guns, they are very slow when it comes down to mobility. So that's why this one is like very good. This one is really special. Okay, so here's the MP5 class setup, especially if you are trying to drop high kill gameplay. This gun is very good up close, and it's sometimes even like medium range. All right, so here are the attachments: the monolith, the integral suppressor, the Merc 4 grip, 45 round mag, sleight of hand, and the F-Tac collapsible. Okay, so this is one way of building MP5. You do not have to build it this way. If I were you, you could probably take off the barrel and maybe slap on the monolith suppressor. Or if you are trying to make, like, let's say like a hip fire build, maybe, right? Highly recommend you go ahead and take off the perk sleight of hand, maybe slap on 5MW laser, or take out the monolith suppressor, maybe slap on a monolithic integral suppressor. It's really up to you. There's like a lot of ways you can build this MP5. This was make this gun like a true you know, good gun, just because you could do a whole bunch of changes towards the gun and it'll still just be crazy, especially like up close. All right, so that right there, man, is the best MP5 class up, man. Let's go ahead and move down to the number 4th, okay? Now for the 4th class setup, now this low-key should have been like the 3rd class setup. It should have been way over than the OG MP5, but it is what it is. We got to bring back the OTS-9, okay? The OTS-9 is a classic gun that still slaps. The only reason why people are stop using it is just because there are way stronger guns in it, such as the Owen gun MP40. But I really do feel like that the OTS-9 does deserve to be on this list, okay? So just like the MP5, right, you can pretty much build this gun however you want. You're still gonna slap off with it. This right here is personally my favorite build to use. On Rebirth Island, so make sure you guys go ahead and copy it down, which is the Groove Suppressor, the Task Force, Tiger Team Spotlight, 40 round fast mag, and just for the extra mobility, we got right here is the no stock. Now I used to rock the KSB Scudder stock, but I just chose to rock the no stock attack just because I feel like it's more faster with it. Okay, and just because I'm a good person, I'm gonna give you multiple OTS-9 class setups that you guys can use. So if you guys want to, right, if you're like me, I personally don't like rocking a muzzle, or especially if I don't have to, just because I really feel like that when you do rock a muzzle, it just kills the damage on the gun, I guess you could say, just like it does on the Milano. So if you guys want to, right, I highly recommend you maybe take off the Groove Suppressor for the muzzle, and for your underbarrel, maybe you should slap on like a Bruiser grip. That's like another good class setup, which is gonna give you crazy mobility, and especially like up close, you're legit is gonna fry out with this gun, okay? Just because like how good it is. Another one is pretty much what you like to build with it. It's the Groove Suppressor, and for your laser, people sometimes rock is the KHB the KHB target designator, and for your stock, they usually like to rock the KHB Scudder stock, okay? But something like this is pretty cool. For your laser, you can maybe slap on the Tiger Team Spotlight. There are like I said, millions of ways to build the OTS-9. You're gonna pop off with it, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the last class setup for you guys. All right, now for the 5th class setup, man, I know a lot of you guys might be a little bit heated about this one. This is kind of crazy that I'm putting this in my top 5, but it has to be the Milano. Now the reason why I'm putting this as my top 5 or on my list is just because the Milano is legit a all-around gun. You can pretty much make this to a AR if you really want to, a very good SMG if you really want to. It's really up to you. Now, like I said about the OTS-9, something about the Groove Suppressor, I really do feel like that the Groove Suppressor sometimes makes the gun a little bit weak, okay? So with the Milano, okay, now this is a different class that nobody really just rocks the Milano, but trust me, man, you guys got to trust me on this class. I want you guys to go and give it a try in your next Rebirth Island match. All right, so instead of rocking, right, I believe people will mainly rock like an Asian suppressor. Hear me out, right? And you're going to note, I want you guys to go ahead and test it yourself, okay? So with the Milano, right, I generally do feel like that when you put on a Asian suppressor, you're legit making your gun weaker when you do that. It just all of a sudden, right, I took off the Asian suppressor, I added a rear grip, and put on a separate, which give me like a quick aim down sight time. And all of a sudden the gun literally just started frying. I started winning more engagements in my gunfights every single time. Close range, medium range, long range, it really does not matter. You can legit beam from deep with this gun. Milano is one of those guns that is very easy to use, especially if you're on console. So I highly recommend you guys go ahead and try this class setup out. And it's also very good for sniper search, which is what you guys see. I love to snipe with this right here. All right, but yeah, man, this right here, guys, is the top 5 SMG class setup. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have yet. Let me know down in the comment section what is your top 5 SMGs after the new Rebirth Island update. I'll see you guys tomorrow, boys, and peace.